Our great-grandfather, my dad's grandfather, Fishel, was very close to Park. He was one of the only people who wasn't a clergy or worked for the synagogue that had a key to the synagogue, because he was the first person there in the morning, and they finally just gave him a key to open things up. So the history dates all the way back to our great-grandparents, and then seeing our parents get married here and all the good times and sad times, our dad's passing. But Park has always been woven into our lives, and that's very important. And we just want it to continue not only for our kids, but for all the people of the synagogue to be able to say that their families have 5 generations that can come through our new location and the new home of Park Synagogue.
As Clevelanders, we were born and raised here, and we are 4th generation Park members. The kids are 5th generation Park members, and we want other families to continue to be afforded the same opportunities at Park to participate in the wide range of activities, services, the fabulous clergy we have here. We feel as a family, this gift is not about us. It is in honor and memory, honor of my mother and memory of my father. But this gift is about the generations that came before us, the hard-fought battles to allow us to be free here in America, to practice Judaism, to make choices, for the opportunities we've all been afforded growing up here at Park and enjoying so many things. But this gift is really about the next generations. This gift is about the community and having a place for people to come, for you to bring your kids and your family and establish your own multi-generational histories here at Park. Stacy and I made this decision to help ensure that the next generations, that you, your family, have this opportunity, and that Park Synagogue doesn't go anywhere.
Our history at Park is our great-grandfather, our dad's grandfather, was from Lithuania, and he was a member of Park Synagogue, and that's how my dad's parents and my dad became members of Park Synagogue. On my mom's side, her family was first-generation Americans, but they were also members of Park Synagogue. My dad was a hairdresser, and my mom came and got her hair done by him. Then he asked her out, and she couldn't go, and he asked her out again, and she couldn't go. The 3rd time she wanted to go, so she went, even though she had another date, and the rest is history. They built a life together. Our mom did not get pregnant for a few years, and so she started working in the salon and ended up with a clothing store above the salon. And then after having the clothing store, they started with the eyelash business and started traveling, and she learned how to apply the eyelashes and go with Dad and doing that. And then that led into a full company, which was called Ardell, Arnie and Sidell put together. And then in 1980, they started Matrix.
It was the start of a long and happy career together, because they built up Ardell and transformed henna and created a whole product line company within Ardell that was sold in drugstores and salons and to distributors. And Arnie's dream, he was a hairdresser. He loved operating a salon, and he thought his life's mission was to make people look better and feel better. He wanted to do that through salons, and he also wanted hairdressers to be able to proudly say, I'm a hairdresser. It was a proud profession that had significant impact on people's lives and followed people through their lives at all the most important moments, and people counted on their hairdresser. Sidell and Arnie created Matrix, which went on to be a very successful hair care company that competed in all aspects and markets of the beauty industry, including skincare and body care products. But Sidell wasn't just the working woman, she was his equal partner. They each had their strength. He never was threatened by my mother. He worked alongside her and they nurtured each other's strengths. He also promoted other women and believed in bringing everybody along.
Sidel believed that beauty didn't stop at the hairline, and so she developed the day spa for women and taught salons how to have a day spa and be able to do facials and massages and all these different kinds of treatments, because Matrix developed not only skincare and makeup, but body care and sun care and treatments to go along with all the different salon products. So it created a whole new industry for the salons. And we used to go around the country teaching salons how to take a small space to make a facial room and massages and how to do that kind of business. They worked together, they parented together, they did everything together.
Well, we're also proud to say that Sidel, our mother, is the only non-cosmetologist in the Cosmetology Hall of Fame. I feel like Stacy and I were really lucky because we grew up in a time when women weren't necessarily out working. It was unusual for a woman to work as much as my mother did. But she was always right there and she was always available to us, as well as my father. And along the way, we learned really important lessons about life, about business, and also religion and Judaism was never far from the teachings, because my father quoted Jewish quotes, he quoted the Talmud, Torah was important, and those foundations that he grew up with and those lessons were very strong, and those threads ran very deep through our house.
My dad wasn't necessarily always in synagogue, but the synagogue and the teachings were always with him. He was busy working and building a business, and so, but being Jewish and those traditions were very important to him. Mom was also a guiding light for a lot of women in business, and she taught other distributors' wives and women how to be able to be a mom as well as a business partner and work and have value.
I think one of the traditions here at Park that runs really deep in my household and in my family were those memories of building the sukkah. My husband, Steve, who grew up at Beth Emeth, has really deep and long memories of building sukkahs with Beth Emeth and with his family. And today, I'm proud to say, my husband is known as Sukkah Steve. And building the sukkah and watching the children work, bringing our kids to help with that tradition, as well as the big sukkah he puts up at our house, and the family and friends that we've been able to receive and enjoy in our sukkah, and to see the lessons learned with the kids here is so meaningful and so deep. And I look forward to the first sukkah being built here in the newly renovated park.
I would just like to say we're very excited what the future holds, and we look forward to many happy times in this beautiful campus and wish everybody well.
As honored as we are to have made this gift, I was always taught it's the little things that make a difference. So it's the showing up at synagogue, involving your children, it's volunteering, or maybe for you, it's giving. Whether you donate a book to the library or you can give in a bigger way, we all have to do our part, because what makes Park Synagogue Park is the people, our activism, our participation, our showing up, our conversations, the fabulous clergy, it's the teachers, it's everybody here. And you are an important piece of that. And I and Stacy both truly believe it is about showing up and keeping this a vibrant community.